facing money issues. Ooh, there's a good one. Here I am at Surfers Paradise Beach, just checking out the Soul building there, looking wonderful. And we are here at Surfers Paradise Beach talking about facing your money issues. So if you've got issues with money, or you're not getting enough of it, or you're in this kind of holding pattern where you're hitting a ceiling, there's going to be some things that are in the way. You'll have made some decisions about your worth in the world. Oh, God knows I did. And I still am facing my money issues on a regular basis as I raise myself to the next level. We all get to a thermostat of life where we hold ourselves back. And we've made a decision. Now, sometimes the decision about money is that it's not safe, it's evil, or I have to become something else, or I've got to become this, complete, a-hole to have money. And that's not the case. You don't have to do all of those things. You can be a good person. And you just bring skill to the table. You bring awareness as to how money works to the table, and anyone can make money. There's a river of money around us, and it's about us accessing that river of money. But here's the big thing. There's some really interesting things going on in our mind when you're accessing money and you're thinking about money. And the things that are going on in our mind, sometimes it's to do with how we were raised or things that were said. Sometimes it's a seesaw between, if I have money, I can't have love. And that seesaw can rule your life. And money goes away when you have lots of love, and love goes away when you have lots of money. So that psychological seesaw obviously is not useful. And so we don't want to have that psychological seesaw. We want to make sure that we can have both love and money. Or maybe you've made another cause and effect or complex equivalence, as they say in coaching, where you've decided something equals this. And so there's lots of different other examples. And for me, inside my money story, I know I had some stuff about the past and other people's stories, to do with perhaps parents or to do with grandparents, or even to do with the fact that I am adopted, that was somehow connected with money. And that I'm adopted somehow unconsciously, which I didn't even really think was a thing, until I delved into it and went, oh my God, that adoption thing, not being enough to be kept as a baby, seems to be affecting my money. What the hell? Or was it bad experiences with money when I was a child? And then I've made decisions about what that meant, that money wasn't safe. I know I had one where I wasn't safe to get out there, and I resolved these things. I wasn't safe to get out there because of an experience when I was like 6 years old. What the hell? I'm now 40-something years old. At the time I was maybe 45, and I wasn't doing videos, even though I'm more than capable in doing videos. Like you can see, I'm quite comfortable doing this. I'm more than comfortable and happy with how the videos come out and how I'm presenting myself. And yet I wasn't getting myself out there. It made no sense. And so I did some clearing work on myself and did some clearing work with some other coaches, some friend coaches, and I cleared that stuff out. So I reframed the negative things that were in my mind. And so this is what we do to ourselves. We have all these decisions going on inside of our brain. We have all these filters. And this is why I did the Filters of the Mind course. The Filters of the Mind ebook, where we look at identity, where we look at your beliefs, your values, where we look at your decisions, right? We look at your memories, which are hidden. You've suppressed them for a long time. Where we look at your meta programs, right? This is the way you absorb the world. And you can make some decisions on those meta programs that they're not normal, that I'm not the same as everyone else, that I'm not enough. And then that impacts your money story. So I started this video with money. And the money is really just a representation of what's inside of you. So if you're holding yourself back with your money story, I invite you to think about what's the emotion that you're getting. Say out loud, I am ashamed. And think about money. You want to make more money. What is going on? Is it a shame thing? Is it a guilt thing? Is it a love thing? Are you afraid of losing love? Is it a fear? Is it an anger? Is it an anxiety? Is it a sadness? Our brain's attached to things without us knowing, right? So if we get under the surface of that, as to this equals that, as to how the money story has affected you and how you've made a bad attachment to money, unconsciously, of course, if you've got all of this, I'm going to lose love if I have money, you're not going to make money. You're going to throw it away because your brain has made a rule up that it's not safe to have money, which is not very useful, is it? And so we want your brain to think it's safe to have money. We want your brain to think that it is completely aligned with your values to have money, that you don't have to give up who you are, your identity, to have money. In fact, you can have money and have your identity. You can have money and believe that you're going to be a good person. You can have money and make some better decisions. You can have money and maintain your meta programs, which that's a whole course in itself. You can have money and you can have those old memories resolved, dissolved, and evolved into just old memories, not memories that fire off feelings in your body. I hope this little video helps today, that you've actually made a connection with money if you're not making it, and as a result, you can look at it very differently. Just watching the helicopter go over the top there. And so what we want to do is make some better decisions about what money means in our world. I hope that helps you today. This is Matthew Tait from Fork in Road Coaching, and as always, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to see your comments on how you have connected with money. I'd love to see comments on how these things are affecting you. Obviously, there's a lot to unpack in there, but it's such a valuable lesson, something I've been going through over the last few years. I would keep coming up against the money block, and then I'd do some coaching on it, and I'd get over that hurdle, progress a long way, and then hit another money block, and it's all coming from a long way in the past, usually. Decisions we've made. Matt Tait, Fork in Road Coaching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below. I'd love to hear your feedback on how this video has helped you today and how money issues and your beliefs are connected. I'd love to hear your stories. Talk to you in the next video.